Hey guys, and welcome back to Jalen Says. And today we're with the autism activist Marcus Boyd. How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. Uh, Technical difficulties. I am back. Yeah, we just had an echo. I had to fix that. But I am back. And hello, guys. Welcome back. We're with Marcus Boyd. He's an incredible autism activist. Really cool. Really cool. As you see on my description of the video, he's the first to win 4 awards as an autism activist. Pretty cool. And yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. So I mean, we already interviewed you before, so let's get off on what you've been doing since then. I heard you've been doing a lot of things, including U.S. Times, really cool. U.S. Times and a lot of other things. I'm gonna say that other thing real soon when other people in the audience appear. But yes, so what have you been doing since then?
Um, you know, just working to be a voice and to bring awareness and acceptance for autism to help create change. Um, Working with NAACPs in different states, state capital, administrators, senators to help bring real change as far as laws and programs are concerned for autism individuals and autism families worldwide. Um, Working on a new shoe line, uh, new clothing designs for my clothing line. Music. Uh, I mean, but enough about me though. How you doing? I see you getting taller. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, I
Okay.
really been getting. Yeah, it happened actually overnight too. Like we were
Yeah,
on.
I've been watching your stuff, man. I really am proud of everything that you've been doing and places you've been going.
Thank you, thank you. Well, when I was surfing through Facebook, I also saw that you have the Super Marcus comic book coming 2022.
Yeah, Supermarkets, the comic book is coming because it deals with music and autism. So we want people to be able to who have autism feel comfortable with their superpower. And everybody has a superpower. That's them having autism. That's their superpower. So
hmm That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, how did you get to this comic book stage? Because that is pretty cool.
well, a business partner of mine introduced the situation to me, and he was like, in order to be able to really touch kids, we have to sometimes think as children. So, you know, we used a story of mine that was true, but we put it in comic book form, and we put it in storytelling form, so kids can be able to relate to it. And there's a message per episode. So with this comic book, it's a per episode comic book, so it's not like a one story type of comic book. So you never know what's going to happen on the next episode.
Nice. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, is your outfit gonna be exactly like how it is on the Facebook page? Are you gonna make some edits to it in the future? Like,
And probably in the future, but the first couple of episodes, that's where we at. That's where we at with supermarkets. So um yeah, so yeah, but in the future, there's gonna be new characters, new people. The AA team is gonna join on the mission, and it's gonna. I mean, we're gonna have people helping supermarkets fight against bullying, misunderstandings. Um, you know, the land of the struggles of having autism and how supermarkets got to fight against those issues to help people who have autism.
that, That is pretty. Wow, that's actually that's it's pretty nice. I can't get over the fact that you're actually making a comic book. That is pretty incredible.
I grew up on Superman comics. I mean, I'm showing my age, but I grew up on Superman comics and stuff like that. So back when I was growing up, they didn't really have a lot of comic books. Batman, Superman, The Flash. I mean, that's just what it was. So it's time to change the narrative of comic books. And autism in the autism world, they don't have comic books at all. So it's time to change that narrative.
Yes, yes. And what's good, Jalen and Marcus? Everything's great. How about you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Nice, nice. But well, let's get to starting off because we have more viewers. You have a movie coming out called The Boy with No Voice.
Yeah, I got a movie coming out. Actually, comes out November 6th. The premiere of it. And again, I have to thank Tina Bridges, the whole TLA Productions, the whole TLA family, every cast member, every person that was a part of this short film to really help bring it to life. I really have to thank them and honor them because if it was not for them, then it would not be happening. Miss Tina Bridges is a multiple film film award winning director in Atlanta, Georgia, but she saw something in this project and within my story to be able to bring it to life and to the forefront. And you know,
Yeah,
there you have the boy with no voice.
yeah. But you really didn't have a voice. You really did have a voice in your mind, and it's coming out right now.
Well, I have autism, so I was nonverbal. So in the autism world, that's what they classify it as being nonverbal. So I was nonverbal till I was like 13, 13 and a half at a 2 year old's level. So I didn't start speaking or talking like this until I was almost 18.
Mhm.
So the thing is, it's like I didn't have a voice. So that's why the movie, my autobiography book that will be coming out will also be called The Boy with No Voice because I didn't have a voice at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I also heard you have a lot of new beats coming out and a lot of new music. Can you tell us about those and what is?
Uh, I do have I do have. I mean, of course, I'm always have new beats, but I have a new mixtape coming out.
Nice,
Um, my business partner, my big brother, Gary Sinatra, that's founded GME with me. He has a new album coming out, The Invisible King. So, we're gonna definitely push his new single and stuff like that. That's on the top of the year. We have a new photo shoot and stuff that him and his wife is gonna be participating and partaking in, and to be able to push his project. But my project it comes a new single drops the beginning of January, and it's back to the basics. A new year, new movement, new things.
yes, yes, yes. So what is the favorite of your new beats that you have coming out?
Well,
Are
I
there?
have a mi- I have a beat tape. So I have a beat tape coming out. So DJ Fats and them is hosting it and stuff like that. So we have artists from different states and different places jumping on there, singing or rapping and stuff on there. So it's almost like a DJ Khaled type of situation.
Nice.
So um, I don't really have a favorite beat. I mean, I love all of them. I'm kind of biased. I made every last one of them. So I mean, I love every beat on there. So
Yeah, 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 yeah. So is there? I have this question, and this just popped into my mind with the comic book. Is it gonna have
okay.
like? Is it gonna have like Easter eggs of your movie in the comic book or Easter eggs?
No, 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 no. What we're gonna do is with the comic book, we're gonna separate the comic book from the movie.
Okay. So it won't have like any Easter eggs like new music coming out that's super secret and no one will get it until they see the music and stuff like that.
Mm-mm. See, my thing is we want to separate the comic book from the movie. The comic book has its own life. We don't want to create life because of the movie.
Okay. Okay, that is real. So, do you have any ideas of other movies coming out about you or autism or your music career just focusing on your music?
No, but I do have. We are working on the Autism: The American Family Story. That's a docu series, a three-part docu series that's
Nice.
going to be documenting the real lives, the real trauma, and the struggles of families that have children or themselves that have autism. So, it's going to be under my film company, Autism Art Films, and we're just going to show the realness of what families may have to go through when they are dealing with and when they were dealing with family members that have autism.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that is pretty real. You're making movies, docu series, making audiobooks. It's really real. Will the audiobooks have stuff that the movie can fit in, or will it all just be everything in?
As far as the audiobooks are concerned, again, they're going to be different from the movie. It's like Marcus the Hero inside is a children's book and a coloring book that will be coming out the top of the year, the beginning of the new year. So we want to again push the narrative of what you can do when you start believing in yourself, not just because of a diagnosis, what you can do when you put God first,
Yeah.
not just because of a diagnosis.
Yes. 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 So now that we have some more time to think and other stuff like that, have you thought of any other career paths besides, well, now you're making movies and stuff like that, but besides that, do you have any other career paths? Because you're doing a lot of things. It's pretty cool.
Um, yeah, I mean, as far as start start working on new designs and new shoe designs for the clothing line and the shoe line, and just start more investment companies and stuff of that nature that will be able to help an autism family if they don't have enough money for food or lights or gas or whatever, that we will be able to help front them the money so they don't have to go to a bank for a loan or whatever, because in the autism community we have to be able to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
So
Basically like philanthropism.
right.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Have you thought of a name?
Autism We Trust, the company. And see, that's the first. 'Cause I haven't even told nobody that. But Autism We Trust, the company. So it's about the community for the community.
Nice. Nice, nice. And well, let's go back a little bit. Before I help you explain autism for the people who don't really know what it is still, uh, guys, make sure you get your tickets. I have my tickets. Some of our friends are going to get their tickets. It's gonna be huge, pretty big, pretty incredible. So make sure to get your tickets. Please make sure to get their tickets because yes, pretty cool. We already bought our tickets. Make sure to get your tickets. And how can they get your tickets?
Well, they can go on the Eventbrite link. If they don't have it, we can make sure somebody forward it to them. And it's $10 a person, and that money goes back into, again, it goes back into the TLA organization, what Miss Tina and stuff is doing, not just with my movie, but what she's doing with other people's stories, and how she's helping bringing true um, awareness to other issues.
Yes, 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 yes. And can you explain autism for the people who don't know and the people who still know about it but they don't quite understand it?
Okay, so in definition form, autism is a neurological disease, which I mean, the neurological disorder, so which means that your brain cells or your mind communication is different, or it comes off in a different format or in a different way. than somebody else's. So which means that we think different, we communicate different, we learn different, and we operate in a different format. But in layman's terms, we just we have a special gift that nobody else has. Nobody else has our gift. Nobody else can speak like us or think like we do or communicate like we do. We have a special power that God has given each and every individual with autism. And a lot of people don't have that special power. So with autism, we just communicate and learn differently. We see things differently. We understand things differently. But some of us are nonverbal. Some of us is a high end functioning thing. Some of us are on different scales. But when you meet one autism person, you only met that one autism person. Everybody with the autism spectrum or situation is not the same.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's not the same. And for the people who didn't hear the last one, can you explain what it was like not being able to talk for a long time?
It's like being shut off. It's like being shut off in a room. The only thing they give you is a little window to breathe out of. It's like you keep hitting the door, but nobody's hearing you hit the door. You keep yelling to the top of your lungs, but nobody hears you yelling. You hear yourself yelling, but nobody else on the outside of you hear you yell. It's like going to order a burger, but nobody's there to take your money.
Mm.
You just ordering a number two constantly, but nobody's there to take your $5 to $6.
Mm.
So you just keep ordering, but nobody's there. So it's learning to be able to communicate when nobody else can hear you communicate.
Wow. That is pretty deep. Um I am not sure I asked this before, but were there any like kind of like special places for you to learn as a kid struggling through autism?
Was there was there? I didn't hear that last part. I'm so
Were
sorry.
there like special places for you to learn as a kid that helped you get through autism or get to you speaking again, speaking and just helped you and that pressured you or bullied you at that time?
Well, you have to understand. I'm about to be 39. So again, 39 years ago, it wasn't like it is today. So there was no special groups or special places that I could have went. And then too with autism, back then they thought it was something spiritual or like having to like I'm dealing with like oh he has a demon in him. So let's pray that out. Let's get that prayed out of him. The reason why he's acting or showing these type of behaviors. So my grandmother and my sisters, they always believed that what those so all those doctors were saying was wrong about me. And if I put God first, then He will elevate me and exalt me. So they the ones who helped me with the reading books and the materials and all this other stuff that they did on an everyday, single,
Nice.
constant basis.
Wow.
You know, that's what they did. So, they sacrificed their life, their time, their dating to help me learn how to read. Plus, I had a speech therapist and everything else, but they did sacrifice their time and their efforts for me.
Nice. That must have felt pretty good at that time and still now felt pretty good to know that they helped you get to talking, speaking, reading, and stuff like that.
At that time, I didn't know what they was doing. I just knew they was in my face and they was bothering me. That's what I knew then. But what I know now is they gave up their life to help me. So now I'm forever grateful.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, how was the school system with you being autistic?
Again, I'll keep you on my age. Um, what was 38 years ago is not the way it is now. You have peer support systems now. You have volunteers. You have all that good stuff. Not saying they didn't have volunteers and stuff like then, they did, but they was not volunteering like that with special education, at least
Wait,
in my school.
can I rephrase the question? Like, how were, and if they were, how were they treating you differently from kids who didn't have autism?
Well, they isolated us, so we was in 4 to 5 um, people classrooms. It's almost like everybody had COVID because everybody was it was we were separated. So it was a 25 to 26 people classroom in the normal class, and then with the special education, we was 4 to 5 kids.
Mm.
So back then, they'd take us to field trips like Burger King, McDonald's, a Chinese buffet, the mall, the movies. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I wanted to go to school because I wanted to go on the field trip.
Yeah.
So,
Like, hi class, today we're going to the special new Burger King.
that's what that's what it was. But I mean, again, they focus less on IEP learning back then than they do now. So we wasn't really learning curriculum. We was just exploring the city.
So, did you know that the classes were smaller than what they were in normal classes?
No, no, I didn't really pay attention. I didn't. It was simple. Hey Marcus, we got you this number 3 combo. You sit here, don't move. I mean, it was self-explanatory. I'm not gonna move. You got me food too. So,
You got me food. You got my favorite drink. I ain't moving. Okay.
so I mean,
Yeah, but we have one audience question. But wait, what were you about to say before I interrupted you?
oh no, you good. I was just about to really say that the way they structure and how they move with IEPs and special education now is more intense and more better than it was 38 years ago.
Yeah. Our audience question is from Mr. Garrett Bell, one of the people who work with me from church with the media team. Yeah. But what is some advice you have for potential parents with kids that have autism?
I think parents who have children with autism, my advice is to love them. Charity starts at home. So how your kid operates and what things they do or cannot do is you are the conductor, are the instructor. So you have to love them through their episodes, and you have to look at it past the diagnosis. You cannot just see it as, okay, my child got diagnosed with autism. Yes, you're going to be upset. Yes, you're going to have fears. Yes, you're going to feel like quitting. Yes, you're going to want to question God. Yes, you're going to get depressed. Those things are natural. But what we have to understand is God wrote the beginning and end of the story. So he knows how it's going to end. We just have to walk through the process and the journey of it. And you have to continue to love your child. So your child won't have a story like mine. We want to eliminate stories like mine. We want to show the good side. We want to show the positive side. So yeah.
Nice. Nice. So, what is your biggest inspiration to keep going?
Well, that's my biggest inspiration to keep
Then,
going.
and well, before you could speak, what was your biggest inspiration to, you know,
Um, before when I was nonverbal, my biggest inspiration was to get out of the abuse that I was in. So anything I had to do, whatever I had to do back then, I wanted to do it so I don't have to continue with the abuse or the horrific situations that I was in. Um, that was my biggest motivation. But now it's family. It's the people that you have around you. It's young people like yourself. It's It's my brother. It's my sister Raven. It's my son. It's my daughter. It's you know now it's blood don't make you family. Loyalty does. So
Yeah, yeah. So during school, as you said, abuse with can't talk. What type of abuse, if you were you getting from school? Verbal, physical.
I was getting bullied at school. Yeah, I was getting bullied. You can't sit here type of situation. Nobody wants you around because you have to understand something. When you have autism and you are having troubles with yourself and you can't help it because it's not your fault, kids don't understand that. They're gonna make fun of you because you're different, you smell different, you look different, you act different. They're gonna make fun of you. So I was the make fun of type of kid. I was chubby. I was not athletic and stuff like that. But then when you have a gang of bullies, it was not just like one bully. You had a gang of them.
Wow, wow, wow. So was it actually like really physical, like really, really physical?
Oh yeah, they used to beat my butt. Yeah, are you asking if I got my butt beat? Yeah, I got my butt beat. I got it stumped. Yeah, but you have to understand, I was growing up in the inner city of Atlanta, Georgia, and Brooklyn, New York. So the new Atlanta is the term they like to use. I'm from old Atlanta. Okay, so I don't. I mean, it wasn't like it again. It wasn't like it was now, 38 years ago.
No. Oh, that's pretty serious. Did you try to fight back or anything like that?
No, because at that time I didn't really know how to fight, so I wasn't really fighting. My sister Patty is like 6'9", 6'10". So like she's a big girl. So she was throwing old grown men. She was throwing grown men. So so she was my bodyguard. She used to come from her school to try to fight my bullies.
Like you could hear the stomping from a mile away. You're like, no, it's the Hulk.
No, everybody knew that was Patty coming. People knew in my school that was just Patty. It wasn't no thunderstorm. It was just Patty.
Wow, 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 wow. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. Height. That is pretty impressive height. Pretty impressive height. I want that type of height. Yeah, but yeah, but um, who is your biggest inspiration as an artist, a person, and to keep going now?
Um, of course, God has to be number one. Of course, family is number two. My daughter, my son, my sisters, uh, my best friend, my big brother, my sister Raven. I mean, I told you, people like yourself. Tina Bridges. Tracy Bumpers, John McClung, Jaquetta Quashe. Brian K. Marshall. It's a bunch of people that is inspirational to me. And every person that has autism, every family member that deals with somebody with autism are my inspirations. They're my superheroes. So they're my motivation because without people like them, then there would be no me.
Yeah, yeah. So, what do you want people with autism, without autism, inspiring autists to see you as?
Just Marcus Leonardo Boyd. I'm nobody special. I'm nobody different or whatever. I'm just a person that believes in just doing what you really want to do. Don't make excuses because of what you've been through or your past. Because God is going to elevate you in regardless, and God is your reward keeper and your revenge taker. So just see me as this big old. this big old fat guy that loves people and loves to give back and loves to be a giver.
Yeah, yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. Um, what is your first step as philanthropy?
Um, to be able to give more of myself than receiving anything. Um, to be able to just start off in the communities that I'm working with, in the states that I'm working with, and the senators and the Congress people that I'm working with to fight and to help change laws for autism individuals. I guess that would be my first step in philanthropy. See, the word, that word, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, nice, nice. So, what do you want to be doing after you retire?
After I retire, what I want to be doing, probably putting some icy hot somewhere on my legs or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I mean, I mean, after I retire, shoot, I ain't moving a muscle. I'm not. I don't care. We're gonna have to get one of those robots to bring me a soda. Like, listen, I'm not going no. Like, listen, I'm done. Like, it's over.
Like, hey, Bob, hey, can you
Bob,
get
Bob,
me soda? Hey,
yes.
Bob, give me
Hey,
that soda.
Bob, go get a soda. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it. I'm, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not moving.
Nice, nice. Someone just heard about the number three combo. That's a good combo.
Listen, that number three gets them every time. Okay, that number three combos again. Back in the day we used to supersize it, and I really mean supersize it.
Wait, you can
So
supersize stuff? I'm getting, I'm getting ripped off.
listen. $5 went a long way years ago. $5 went a long way. Okay.
Well, I mean, $5 is probably $10. I can't lie.
Listen, school lunch was $1.50. So strawberry shortcakes, they was like 25 cents. I mean, like you get a whole soda and you get shoot a soda and a sandwich back then was probably $1.25.
Wow, wow, wow. Now, see, I have never gotten school lunches, but I do agree with that. I heard a lot about it.
Yeah, school lunch was $1.50. That's it. So when the bully took your $1.50, he took your lunch. He took your lunch money. So so that's when they came out with the phrase "your stomach is touching."
So, how good was that sandwich though?
Listen, the sandwich may not have been all that, but listen, the school's breakfast pizza. I don't know if the school still serve breakfast pizza. It was it
That
was
does sound good
amazing.
though. That does sound good. Did it have like bacon or stuff on it?
Bacon, eggs, sausage, cheese, pizza sauce.
God, man. And you just gave my heart a food attack, man.
Listen, let me tell you something. Again, I'm about to be 39. And I still remember that pizza. Like I just sat in front of it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, cause we have a lot of more guests here. Can you explain about your new movie coming out again?
Yeah, The Boy with No Voice is a short film directed by the multi-award winning Tina Bridges TLA Productions in Atlanta, Georgia, with the TLA family that's in the cast members of this movie. It's a true life events of myself, autism activist Marcus Boyd, growing up with autism. Some of the things that I had to deal with and fight through, and how I was able to go from where I started to where I am now.
That's nice. That is nice. And can you tell them where they could get where they could get the tickets again? Because we got our tickets. Our friends are getting their tickets. It's gonna be huge. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see you there too.
Well, I greatly appreciate your mother's support and anybody that can get the tickets. They are on Eventbrite. I can send a link over to Mr. Jalen, and he can send a link over to anybody who may wants to purchase a ticket,
Yeah.
and you know, we can go from there. But it's a I haven't even seen the movie, so I want to see it when everybody else see it and get the same reaction as everybody else. So again, I give it all kudos, and my hat goes off to Tina Bridges and her amazing award-winning cast for even doing this short film.
So how long before it's gonna appear in 3 days. So how long has it almost been finished for before that? Because I want to see how long you're in suspense for.
Uh, I think like a couple months, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
that.
been,
Ooh, you had some suspense, some
yeah, it's been
real.
finished like a couple months, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, wow. That must have been like. I can't wait to see this. I cannot wait to see this.
It's different. It's different when you watching a film and it's
Yeah.
about somebody else. But then when you watch it and you know it's about you and your life and your dirty laundry is out there for people to look at, it's a different type of feeling, different type of situation.
Yes, yes, yes. And yes, shout out to TLA. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Thank you for making this movie. Thank you for making this movie with Mr. Marquis. Yes, thank you for making this movie. I can't wait to see it. It's in 3 days. Can't
I
wait.
can't wait to see it neither because I haven't seen it. But
1 month and 3 days. Whew.
I seen the trailer.
You
I
have?
seen the trailer.
Nice. Wow. That probably got you some more suspense, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Breakfast pizza, a classic. A classic that I don't know about, but yes, a classic. Yes. So again, do you have like any other ideas of a movie that isn't based around your life? Have you thought of any movies that are like different?
Hold on, not at the moment.
Okay. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Okay. 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 Well, I have one question since we still have a lot. We still have some food comments up. Was your number three combo your favorite food? I'm gonna say was because there ain't no number three big ultra size now. You'd be lucky if you get a real burger at Burger King.
Um, it was at that time.
It was your favorite. Nice, 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 nice. Well, I have one big ultra super very important question for you. Very, very important question. And the guests probably think I'm going to add suspense, like how you did with your movie, which I know was probably very, 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 very weird. And also, it's going to add a lot of cool things when you see it. I can't wait to see it too. This is going to be one of the best movies I've ever seen. I can't wait for it. This is going to be pretty cool. I cannot wait. It's going to be in 3 days. Setting the timer. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Literally can't wait. Wow, this is great. But this one important question is after um let's say after you leave this earth, what do you want people to really remember you as?
Just remember me as a kind-hearted person. Just remember me as a giver, and just remember me as somebody who would give his life and give anything for autism.
Yes. Yes. But some pretty exciting things have happened since the movie that you have on your Facebook. Like you were at US and New York Times, which was pretty cool. How was your experience there?
It was different. It was different. So I'm blessed to be a part of it and blessed to have been a part of it. So it's good.
Nice, nice. Can you show us your like face when you realized that happened? Can you like give us a peek of your face when you saw that you were invited to? Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's a wow. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. So let me lean in for this question because this is a very important question. How did you feel about your first music coming out?
I mean, I feel good about it, and I'm just blessed because it's happening. So I feel good. You know, a lot of good stuff is going on.
Yeah. So how have you evolved from your old music to your new music right now?
I think the old music was just a growth period, but the new music is really teaching me something more. So I'm happy with it.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And out of your history of your music, which one is I'm not gonna say favorite because they're all pretty good, but what is your most memorable one?
I don't really don't have a favorite one. I love all of them. I love the process of making music, so it's a blessing.
Okay, well, what was the one that you what is a movie that you'd really like for your music to be in?
Um, um, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I gotta think about that longer.
Nice, nice, nice. I also saw that you have some music with The Boy with No Voice, and yeah, that must have been also pretty cool making music for your movie. Nice. So, how did it feel, shooting the movie? How did it feel? Especially
Okay, read that question to me one more time.
how did it feel shooting your movie, especially knowing it was about yourself? Because you touched a little bit about that on the earlier questions, but how did it feel shooting the movie, going back in time in your head? So, how did it feel?
I think it felt very unreal. Very, I was just shocked.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if someone like said that you'd be doing this right even before you learned how to speak, how what would you said what would you think about that? What would you think? Would you think it would be real, just someone joking? What would you think if someone said that you'd be doing this at this time? Well, that I see that was a little tough question for you.
Well, for me, I wouldn't believe it because you're talking about somebody that went from using the bathroom on themselves until about 18, 19 years old to, not speaking to rocking to being in hospitals and stuff of that nature to electrical shock therapies and stuff of that nature. So to say that, oh yeah, they're gonna make a mute movie about you growing up or dealing with autism. Yeah, you're gonna have children's books. Yeah, you're gonna have comic books. Yeah, you're gonna be the first one in history as an autism activist to win 4 awards. Yeah, you're gonna be in U.S. Times. No, I would have probably bit you or jumped on your back to scratch your face. I mean, it may sound funny now, but at that time, that's what I was really going through. So I didn't think like future wise. There was no future, please. Nobody was looking at no future.
Nice. Well, that wow, that is a really big thing to think about. Just going through your time really not knowing what's going to happen next. That is kind of really deep. Wow. Wow. Did you make music about that?
Um, I haven't really. Again, I don't really. When I make music, it's not like okay, let's just talk about Marcus. No, let's talk about a situation that Marcus either been through or know somebody that is going through it. And again, I have not made music where I'm talking about my growing up as far as the situations that I've been through growing up. I have made stories about it, or I have made interviews about it, but not like music. No.
So, was there any music that closely related to you, but that wasn't about you? That just closely you felt it as you were making it?
Little Corey, Little Corey Superstars. I mean, Ghetto Superstars. There's a song called by this artist. It's called Little Corey, Ghetto Superstars. Little Corey was huge in Atlanta in my time of growing up. So he made this song called Ghetto Superstars, where he's talking about being on welfare and how he stayed with his grandmother and how they didn't really have a lot of food and they were struggling and stuff like that, and how he was abused. And you know, I felt every word because I was experiencing every single word of it. So
Mm,
um, that's what really got me through was Lil Corey Ghetto Superstars.
wow, wow. Because now you are a superstar and also a
Oh no.
superhero because of, the comic book coming out 2022. Make sure to watch it now. Yes. Yes, it's gonna be pretty cool. I am gonna get a first edition book. Yes. Yes, when that thing becomes big,
We
I'm
not well with supermarkets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get the permission from your parents, and we're gonna put you in the comic book as you interview in supermarkets. So again, you're an inspiration, Jalen, not just to me, to so many. So you continue to do what you do because I watch your interviews. I'm a fan. So you continue to touch them lives.
yes. Yes. And now that we're on the topic of supermarkets, I do have the supermarkets picture right here. It's coming up in three, two, one, and it is supermarkets. Yes. The
Yeah, that's supermarkets. Yeah,
ultimate,
that's it.
powerful, crazy strong superhero, super Marcus. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we when they was like, oh, we want supermarkets to look like you, and I said, no, listen, we not trying to scare people. I have a lazy eye and stuff like that. Nobody wants to be at the dinner table with their kid, and they be like, oh, mommy, look, I'm supermarkets. I mean, listen, some stuff, you know, we're just not trying to scare kids. So that is the image that's supposed to look like me. It looks like me somewhat, but not all the way.
Hey, but you are very handsome, sir.
Take one to know one. Take one to know one, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, we have a lot of comments up here just saying hi to you. So, hi, hi, hi. So, but thank you guys for tuning in and watching this too, because this is incredible. I know it's like a day earlier than my other ones, but thank you guys for just showing up. This is pretty cool, and thank you guys for liking. And this is just a quick like and subscribe break, but make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and tell your friends because that supports me in a lot of ways. We're trying to get to wow, we're actually really close. We're trying to get to 400, then to 500. We're at 365. So subscribe, like the video, tell your friends, and make sure you subscribe and support me on everywhere else. But guys, especially with the movie, go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it. Get your tickets. After this, there's going to be a post on my Facebook page about how you could get the tickets and how you could watch the movie on its premiere, like I am, so you may be able to see me. And you may be able to see awesome Marcus Boy, Autism Activist. He's pretty cool dude, pretty cool dude. So yeah, I can't wait to watch it. Uh, gonna be pretty cool. Gonna be pretty cool. Now I could see every aspect of your life in glorious HD.
Wow, since you put it like that, I can see the glorious aspects of your life in HD. I mean, again, it's a kind of surreal moment for me because it's different from watching a Lifetime movie or a movie about some historic, powerful person, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, those type people. But when you watching a movie on the big screen about yourself, it kind of hit home differently. Kind of.
Like, wow. Oh, wow. I do remember that. Wow. 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 Yeah, that was pretty. That was a moment. Yeah. Oh wait, they're talking. Oh my gosh, man! I can't believe I filmed this. Wow. Oh yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, I can't wait to see your reaction to it. I will be watching you most of the time. You won't know. I will be watching you. I'll be watching you, Marcus.
Well, well, well. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you.
You won't see me. Yeah, but yeah. So speaking of things, what is your favorite color?
I love blues. I love all blues. Royal, dark, light, turquoise,
Sky.
neon color blue. I don't care what kind of blue it is. I love blues.
Yeah. So you're saying you like this type of blue.
Yes, I do.
You like this type of blue. Well, none.
That's not blue.
Yeah, that's more green. Sorry, this type of blue.
It's
I
still green. It's still
yeah,
green.
it's kind
Still
of green.
green.
This kind of blue.
Uh, that's
Okay.
still green. That's still that's still yeah.
Okay. What about?
Okay, right there, right there.
Yeah, that's
That
blue.
yep.
That's blue. That's blue. Nice. Nice. So you like this type of blue, huh?
I do. I do.
Nice. 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 So you like this type of blue that is kind of it's kind of looking like
Yes,
gray.
I love the blue that you have on. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I do. I love the blue that you have on. It looks really nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it must feel like an out of body experience. Technically, it actually is because you're watching it from basically what you're doing, but basically as this invisible being watching you. So it's technically an out of body experience.
What makes it hard for me is I have to watch um, certain family secrets and certain family stuff has to be put to the forefront. So you have to watch the abuse and stuff all over again.
Mm,
The uh, but it's but when you take yourself out of it and you realize it's not for you, it's to help somebody else. It's for somebody else to um, maybe see, okay, I went through this. So if he can go through it, I know I can get through this type of situation. So
yes.
that's what it's ultimately about.
Yes. Yes. Now, without revealing any part of the movie, let's just say, well, not revealing the story of the movie, let's just say, what part was your favorite part filming? Like the middle beginning, the end, the middle
The
end.
end, the end for me I think it's the most powerful. So yeah, the end.
Nice. 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 And now if you said to Marcus Boyd just starting music that he was going to make a movie about himself, what would he say?
When Marcus Boyd was just starting music, Marcus Boyd was going on 15, and well, I was school wasn't that important to me at that time. Everybody gets your education. School is the only way. Um, but at that time, school was not important to me, and I'm just trying to find words to put it to where I'm not. Well, I was skipping school at 14, 15 years old, so I was going to adult music studios, and I was trying to have somebody hear my beats. But somebody gave me my Acer laptop. Somebody saw something in me, and
Wow.
they invested in me
An Acer
quite
laptop.
early on. Quite early on. So when I was starting to make music, I was making it. You know, years after that, when I formed my first music company, I formed it with my best friend Gary Sinatra. So we formed this company about 13, 14 years ago. So at the end of the day, we were just in shoot. We was in the room and we was like, please. We didn't know if that music was gonna go anywhere past the room. we were just making music because we just liked it making music. So it was a stress reliever type of situation. So 13, 14 years later, many magazines and newspapers and awards later and Grammy nominations later, GME is still here.
Wow. Wow. So that's pretty cool. Do you still have that laptop with you?
Do I still have my Acer laptop? No, I done lost so many beats. Jalen, listen, listen, listen. I don't, shoot, I done lost so many beats. It's ridiculous. I know I lost probably way more than about 20,000 of them. I mean, but it's
Wow.
ridiculous as to how many beats I done lost. So,
Wow. So how many beats have you made?
well, currently I have 82,264 copyrighted trademark sample clear beats. So we're going towards 83,000 currently.
Wow. That's a lot of beats.
That is that
How
18
long
different
does it take you
genres.
to make the beats?
Um, on a good day, because right now I just been working my butt off. But on a good day, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes a beat. So I make 20 beats a day. So it takes about 15, 20 minutes a beat. And then if you put samples in there and stuff like that, you just really have to know what you're doing.
Wow. 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 That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Making all those beats. Wow. Now I know how it's hard to pick a favorite. They're all really good. They're all
They
really
like
good.
my children. You can't
Yeah.
have a favorite. I don't have favoritism with children. So they all 82,000 are like my kids. So there's no favoritism with me.
Yeah. Yeah. 82,000 kids, huh? How is it like to be a parent with 82,000 kids?
Well, my mom had 22 of us, so I guess I get it from her.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow. How many babies were in a belly at once? Like 20, 50.
It's more like 20 a day, so 20
Wow.
kids a day,
Oh wow, that's
7 days a
pretty
week.
extreme. That is pretty extreme. I mean, uh, I don't know how you're feeding 83,000 something kids. Hey man, I know about that vault. I ain't gonna say I ain't. Wait, what vault? What vault full of money? Like you don't got no vault full of money. Like, I didn't say. uh, Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely. Nothing, nothing. But since our time is almost over, can you tell us where we could follow you, follow more information about the movie, and just see you and what you do and all your cool beats?
Autism Activist MarcusBoyd.com is on the way, so people will mainly be able to go on the website, Autism Activist MarcusBoyd.com. But for right now, you can go on Facebook, find me at Marcus Leonardo Boyd, Instagram at Autism Activist Marcus Boyd or Marcus the Interviewer or Orange Couch TV Chronicles, Twitter at Boyd Autism, TikTok Marcus Boyd, uh, Snapchat. I mean, it doesn't. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. It's not hard to find me. So I mean, please keep in touch, get in touch, and support this young man with a vision. Jalen
Thank
says that's the future. So on all news stations. So support him, like, subscribe, share his videos, his interviews, because you and your family could be next.
you. Yeah. Well, thank you. That really means a lot. So thank you. Thank you. And I am going to be watching you on that movie screen. I may be
Okay,
watching you right now. How do you know?
okay, okay, okay. Yes, yes, sir.
I will be watching you, sir. Okay, and thank you. Thank you for being on. And can you stay on after while I do my outro? Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to the wonderful audience out there in the audience. I'm using a mic this time. Haven't connected yet, but I'm using it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm using it. Haven't had it connected though. So that's one thing. But also, thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you. Thank you for the 365 subscribers. Thank you for that. That's really a lot because I've been gaining a lot of subscribers lately on a basis, which is really cool. So thank you for that, and thank you for just helping me with this journey, helping me do what I'm doing, and just supporting because it means a lot. So thank you for that, and also, guys, subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. This is Marcus Boyd Blue. If you don't do it, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Marcus Boyd Blue. It's pretty convincing. Also, if you guys want to support me anymore, you could also give stuff to the Cash App. It helps me get new equipment, new stuff like that. Also helps me with college stuff like that for the future. So thank you if you guys do that. So thank you. And just thank you for supporting. And also, Jalen Says TV, not live for whatever you do. If you do interviewing, hosting, movie making, beat making, music. I don't know. Whatever you do, it's here and it's pretty good. It's basically on everything. Samsung TV, it's on Roku, it's on Fire Stick, it's on iOS, it's on everywhere. Okay, it's pretty cool, and it's a very good deal on the market. So if you guys want to learn more about it, you could DM us at JALEN Aliyu Facebook, JALEN ALIYU. And thank you guys, and stay tuned because I am watching you. Subscribe.